Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all are having a good week. Wanted to go live today with my 5 on Friday, and hopefully something I say will help to encourage you. So anyways, it's a very overcast day here. I'm going to flip it. Very overcast. I think we're going to get some rain. Feels very humidity, and we don't even get humidity here in Colorado very often. So I think a storm is brewing. Anyways, walk through my garden. Another update, weekly update. The sunflowers are getting ready to pop, which makes me very happy. Right here, you can see they're getting ready to open. I was hoping today I would see some, but still not yet. But look at them. They're just amazing. I mean, just look at all these sunflowers. It's going to be amazing once they start opening. And the blackberry bush, it's going to have tons of blackberries on it. Amelia likes to make cobbler. This one here, it's not, somehow I've got a bunch of missing seed space here for seeds are not popping on this one. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm transplanting more sunflowers. And see how they all came back, those ones I transplanted? So amazing. We've got a beautiful dahlia right here. Isn't that one amazing? Zinnias are getting ready to pop. I've transplanted a bunch of cosmos. I'm coming over here. Still not sure what those flowers are. But we got more beautiful dahlias. And we got more things coming. More sunflowers. Still no peace. Those peace seeds are still not growing, which is driving me crazy. This plant is looking good. I deadheaded it this week. And we got some baby zinnias over here. And a beautiful red dahlia. I cut off the other ones. This plant was doing really well. And we've got a mixture of things here. Surprises. And these guys had opened this morning, and I don't know what happened. It's like they all kind of left. I'm going to put a picture on my stories to show you what that plant looked like this morning. That's so weird. I don't get it. Anyways, this is what's going on here today. We lost a big branch on the front tree yesterday night. So anyways, here we are. My hair is falling out. It's looking terrible. So let me sit down and I'll give you more of an update. Okay. So anyways, moving on to number 2, my mom. Went to see her on Monday. She was doing pretty good. I ended up doing her nails. And then I got a call earlier in the morning about her hair getting cut. I'd had her on the list for a while, and the social worker called, said she didn't have enough money in her account. Here we go again. I don't know if you guys remember that story a few months ago. She was short $5, which was crazy, and the chaplain of the hospice went and gave them the money so they'd cut her hair. But anyways, they didn't have enough money again. I told her I was coming in the afternoon, and I would get them a check when I came, but she told me she didn't think they'd still be there. So I ended up calling the hospice nurse, and she thankfully had the money in cash to give them so that I could Zelle her back. But when I got there, I was doing her nails, and I noticed she hadn't got her hair cut, and I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So I was like, saw the social worker, and I said, why didn't she get her hair cut? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? We went through this whole thing this morning. She gave them the money. So anyways, I ended up mid-nails having to stop the nails to take her to get her hair cut. Took her back to finish her nails. It was crazy. In the process, Penny ended up brushing up against this lady who was allergic to dogs. She was sneezing everywhere. It was just a crazy thing. But anyways, we got it done. Her hair and her nails looked nice. We did a video, and we did one about punishment, like did she get punished when she was a child? And I thought that would be a good one because I remember her talking about her dad being a big disciplinarian, but I didn't get a lot out of her. But somehow that turned into spankings as a child, and that kind of brought up those memories. So I don't know, I put a poll in that post. I don't know if anybody saw it. If you got spanking as a child, I know she just would raise her voice and come running after us, and we'd run and lock ourselves in our room. But sometimes she would end up spanking us with her hand. But, you know, I've never done that to Amelia. So anyways, different day and time. There was also a time when she had my dad try to give me a spanking with a belt. And that just was comical because he just laughed the entire time. He just couldn't do it. He was not a disciplinarian. So anyways, that was that. I'm also still trying to figure out how to spend the extra money in my mom's account. You know, with the Medicaid, we have to get her down under $2,000, which I thought I did. But somehow we're now over again by almost $2,000. I don't know how that happened. And so now I have to spend that money on her somehow. So I'm trying to figure that out by October. That's a lot of money to have to spend. So anyways, that's that. Oh, and the echo isn't working again. 3 days. It took me 3 days to get it working again. Finally, my hospice nurse, just love her, was able to call me this morning on it, and I got it reconnected. So I may just buy a new one of those, a new model. I think that might be a good thing to spend the money on. But not if they're unplugging it, which I hope they're not. So anyways, that's that. Anyways, on to number 3, Amelia. She's went ahead and started the supplements that the gut health nurse practitioner prescribed. We still don't have an answer as to what the problems are. She was going to do a CAT scan, but that was going to be another almost $700 before insurance kicked in, and we have heard that they're really not that good for diagnosis in the small intestine, that he should probably have recommended a pill cam, which he didn't. So she's just going to go ahead, do the supplements, since even if they find something, that's what she would have done anyways. So keep your fingers crossed that these can work and not cause more problems. And then number 4, Etsy, I posted my lemonade tutu on Tuesday. That used to be a really good seller. I had a really good appreciation photo with that one. Things are still super slow. No tutus this week or embroidery, which is really upsetting, but I'm going to go ahead and do a new shirt this week, just a generic birthday girl shirt, and I'm going to see if that might work, and I'm going to try to call some little kid boutiques here in Denver and see if maybe they are really interested in carrying them, since things like Etsy is so slow. And then I also did a reel yesterday for Wildside Dog Gear. They have great dog products, great harnesses. I bought one for Indy because she doesn't like things going over her head. So check them out. They've got a 20% off coupon you guys can use. It's in the description. And still trying to work on the website, but had some issues with that. But I'll get into that another time. And then just let's end with prayer, gratitude, grief. So anyways, was thrilled last week with the release of the 4 hostages in Israel, the Israeli hostages. It was an amazing miracle. Unfortunately, though, it also caused a lot of death to innocent people in the process, and we just really need them to release the rest of the hostages, and none of this would be happening in the first place. So, please pray that they can come to a decision and get this over with as soon as possible. We had something wonderful happen, but then we also are still, grieving, or not grieving, but also in a terrible place, because we still don't have the rest of those people back. So anyways, please pray for them. Also on Faith Friday this morning, there was a guy there. His name was Pastor Ike Miller, I believe. He wrote a book called Good Baggage, and he said something that was encouraging. He said, "You learn from bad experience. Faith gives us the power in our own healing." And I liked that. I'm also reading a new book now. It's called When Bad Things Happen to Good People by Harold S. Kushner. I don't know if anybody's read it. I haven't. I'm only into the first couple chapters, but let me know if you guys have read it and what you think of it. I'm also, one of the ladies from the church where I do the Lectico Divinia passed away unexpectedly this week. The one I had been praying for last week. It was quite a shock because she was doing well a couple of weeks ago. She had fallen and hurt her neck and had a stroke, and she did pass. So keep her in your prayers. She seemed like a really lovely lady. I didn't know her that well, but, it's very sad. And then please keep some other people in prayers. Of course, Josh, he had another procedure this morning. Please pray for him that he can get some answers, if he's going to be able to keep his colon or not. So just please keep him in your prayers. Also, please pray for my friend Jana. Pray for Pat and Tom at the church who were both diagnosed with cancer. Pray for my friend Teresa. She's in for healing. She was in the hospital this week with pneumonia. Pray for my friend Dawn McVeigh. She had COVID, her and her husband. They're doing better now, thankfully. And my friend Andrea for healing and answers. And then I just wanted to end with a prayer of gratitude. We can all definitely use some gratitude in our lives, even when bad things are happening. So here it goes. Dear Lord, thank you for the gift of life. I am grateful for each new day and the opportunities it brings. Help me to live each moment with a thankful heart and to appreciate your blessings. Amen. And also it is day 225, so please say a prayer that we can have peace and have this over with and the hostages can come home to their families. So if you guys are in need of prayer, please let me know, and I hope you all have a good weekend.